Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video, 2 quest lines, a bit more regular quest lines to say so. Or I so feel like doing more storyline quests and getting into Golden Hills. I hope it will be soon. This one I remember really well. Like, yeah, I knew when I read the title, like, oh yeah, it's not gonna be an actual ghost. It's the one with a GED trainee. And with that little button puzzle. This whole cellar thing. Yeah. I know with this quest it will also be like, don't try to apply the real life logic to it because it doesn't make sense. But I like how SSO try to make it make sense in game, like more of an in-game logic. A sound you hear now. A little bit of ASMR. I'm making a tea. I bought classic chai from Yogi. And oh, maybe I could try that. I recently have been watching videos from Sarah Lavender ASMR. Really love it. Maybe I could try to do one of these videos in ASMR style. It's not gonna be anything professional or whatsoever, of course. I'm just trying something out for fun. Then maybe it will be nice, maybe it will be horrible, I don't know, I can't say yet. But yeah, I bought classic chai from Yogi Tea, the organic one, and oh, this is so good. This is so autumny. It's so great for autumn. Maybe my ASMR voice is more spooky than than soothing. I don't know. Oh, maybe I'm doing that with one of the Halloween videos or something. Maybe because if it's then spooky, then it's really thematic. But this one has cinnamon, cardamom. Where are the English ingredients? Because now I'm looking. Oh, there, ginger, cloves, and black pepper. And it smells so good. And this is the loose tea version. You know, I like tea bags, but I like the loose tea even more too. Eat the herbs like that. And you know, I might just as well talk a little bit off topic. I didn't find these quest lines that interesting. They were fun to do. Not the ones I am most excited about, but also not bad or anything. Just regular, to say so. And that's good for the variation. Stuff that's exciting, stuff that's not as exciting, stuff that is more regular, etc. Yeah, that's basically life as well. Sometimes you have a great time, sometimes you have a horrible time, sometimes you have a really bit dullish regular time. Alright, so I'm just going to put this in my little strainer. Yeah, not too much. I always, in the past at least, had a tendency to use a little bit too much herbs, but then one time I didn't have so much left anymore, so then I used a little bit less. Then I realized, oh, you know, for my tea I can also just use a little bit less, that's fine. Seriously, the Baroness expects us to renovate this place. What are we? Like, we can do everything? Really versatile person we are. Like the Baroness said that we can do everything. Yeah. I'm sure that's very convenient to her. For how honestly, I don't have the faintest things of building and renovating. It's not my thing. If you'd go and ask me to renovate the salon right now, I'd be like, what the heck am I gonna do first? I think at first I would ask like someone from construction or whatsoever, one of those kind of fields. For some advice, like where should I start, what's most durable and cheap in comparison. Yeah, kind of like that. And I guess maybe with the right people I could come far with it, sure. But to renovate a whole cellar on my own, I could be trying something. I would just be doing whatever without having a clue of what I actually should do. But who knows? Maybe I could make something of it. But yeah, no, to do that alone, no, alone, and then a 16-year-old. Like I said in the beginning, it's a fun one to apply the real life logic onto it. Okay. Oh, this one. Yeah, I remember having to find him. I was like, he has to be on that road from Nilmer's Highland towards Silverglade Village, but he was a little bit more off track on the old Silverglade road. So yeah, but east of the castle I was like, okay, then it can only be in this direction. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna be patient with this and I'm going to keep looking until I find him. He has to be in this area a bit. Oh yeah, and I'm doing the quests a little bit crisscross. As you see, this one is more about a love story-ish. Yeah. I wonder if that is still a new SSO. I don't think so. Yeah, it's getting interesting, these quests. One that has to take off all of his clothes, and now we have a Lovestory Quest, all close to each other. Like, yeah, okay, so I can see in what mood you are. No, just kidding, but it's a funny coincidence that these quests appear around the same time. But oh well, no, I don't think new SSO will have this. I think new SSO prefers to avoid any kind of love stories kind of thing, or somebody having to take out all their clothes. That is later, by the way. Oh yeah, I'm talking in advance. Yeah, well, you're gonna see it soon anyway. So, but at some point a GED man won't let us take something from the shed. So then we use the GED trainee's clothes to put that on to make a sort of puppet with it, to fool the GED man like that, because he has bad sight. Like, he wouldn't understand that if that was a sort of doll puppet. But so yeah, we lend his clothes and then later we give him them back, of course. You'll see it soon enough. Yeah, no, I don't think new SSO will have anything like that in it. I think they reworked all these storyline quests, anything that can refer to nudity or whatsoever. Oh, the old SSO, I love it. They were a bit braver, you know, when it comes to everything. Yeah. Oh, this was too so much riding back and forth. Well, but it gave us more to do, and yeah, it was kind of fun to play. It's just a light-hearted quest, regular, but yeah, kind of silly, kind of funny. But then I was also like, at some point, guys, just go and meet each other. But of course, when you like someone, then then you get nervous, etc. So that might make things a little bit more complicated, a little bit harder, a little bit more thrilling, exciting. So yeah, sometimes love needs a little bit of help. Oh yeah, are we going to pick up the jelly hearts now? Soon, I guess. The baker's so gonna be done with us. We wanting to get candy all the time. All the time, like 2 times. Yeah, now we're picking up the jelly hearts. And I like that you can actually see the item on the ground. Because sometimes with quests in new SSO, not always, then you're supposed to pick up an item from the ground and then there's nothing, just the sparkles. And I like that old SSO, there is actually something on the ground to pick up. I don't know how sanitary it is to eat those hearts that have been laying on the ground with horses riding over it all day, possibly peeing and pooping on it. But yeah, well, creates good immunity, right? Good resistance. Yeah, gotta make some of that. Crawling in the mud, etc. That may help too. I need a sip of my lovely tea. Ah, it's still hot. Of course it is. And then the typical thing will happen that I forget it and then it's cold. Not always though. Honestly, this amount of cement in the cellar, where are you even gonna begin? You also don't want to shut yourself in when you put the cement in another room first. Like, one of the rooms is gonna have to be done last. You can't stay in the cellar all the time. Yeah, that's a lot of cement. Oh, this again too, like, we redirected the driver to where he wasn't supposed to be. And then the manor got this whole order for free. That is a little bit morally gray. Because that's gotta be expensive. All that amount of cement. But our character just doesn't care. Or maybe she cares, I don't know. But she's like, I'm gonna complete this mission even if I get all this cement for free, which you paid for. Banks, because that's his name. The guy that goes with Mrs. Mars. If he gets to know this, he's gonna be angry at us. But he never find out apparently. Oh, actually that would make sense because their order has never gotten delivered now because of us. So perhaps the next time they would then have ordered from a new supplier where different guys work, so he would never get to talk to the guy from this company with the cement that we got now, or where we got this cement from. As long as they never get to talk with each other, we're fine. Then that worker can never mention, yeah, but it isn't that girl with a brown hair and some purple clothes, she redirected me there. Then we'd be in trouble for sure. We'd have to work for it again, I guess. But I guess they will never meet. I'm sure they now rather order from a different company, a different supplier. I wanna know, did I play the quest in like a wrong order, or because I thought this whole drilling and everything stopped, yet there are still active GED men here. And why is Campbell still here? Like, was this quest actually supposed to come first before we stopped Campbell? But oh well, this is how it went. I don't know if I could have unlocked it in a different order. Maybe I guess that this quest is also one that was a little bit newer, that came a little bit later, because otherwise it doesn't make sense. But oh well, maybe the GED men just have to clean up some stuff still or something, checking stuff whatsoever. Yeah, hilarious this. It would never work in real life. That doll can't stand on itself. Yeah, unless it's unless it's possessed or anything, but let's not assume that. Then because otherwise the GED men would just see us. I was a little bit confused. They were like, what do I do now? But you just step out of the room for a bit, and then you get it done. But yeah, I was like, what do I do? So then I was like, I'm just going to try moving away from here before or after I checked my quest log. I was like, why is this not working? But yeah, you just move a little bit further away because he doesn't want any peeking, which is understandable. So and then it works. Already at 16 minutes. It's just so easy to talk for some reason. It's here I am talking 16 minutes already. Like in real life too, when having conversations with people you like about topics that you both understand and like as well, time just flies. Like it's so easy then to talk a whole hour and then you're like, oh man, is that time already now? We've talked for this long? Didn't even realize it. Yeah, when you talk with persons you like about things you both like, then time just flies and it's just so fun. Is Carney really this dumb? Does she really not understand that we are going to try all these things? Well. But I like that. SSO, I don't hope I'm getting sick. Well, if I'm getting sick, then it is what it is. I have a flexible work schedule, so it's fine. But I like how SSO made an in-game logic with this, how these systems work all together, instead of trying to adhere to how it would work in real life. Well, maybe they did, but I don't know. I feel like they more sort of like came up with something on their own. Oh, I really don't want to get sick. Maybe I ate a little bit too much cheese. I bought some cheese Monday and I just love cheese, so it's hard to stop eating it then. So maybe it was a little too much. So I'm not gonna buy any new one, and not until next week. It's really darkish outside now. It's not even dark yet, but it's a lot of darker clouds. But I kind of like it. In a way, it kind of feels threatening, but it's also exciting and thrilling. Like, yeah, let that rain come. This location, honestly, the description, it really wasn't so good. I remember the first time I did this quest, I could not find this thing. I went to the other cliff over the riding hall, the one where you can jump from on top of the riding hall. I was just so confused. I remember that. this thing, yeah, they the description really is not all that good. Wow, we fill that amount of hay. One person doing that alone, well, that would take some hours. I remember this quest so well because of that and this location, because I struggled so much to find it. I actually think I looked it up eventually because I just didn't get it. This was easier than I thought because I remembered this was some figuring out in the past as well, but it's just you press the green buttons or you click them actually, and that's it. You don't have to press the red button at all. I think that is what I did in the past, that I pressed the red button first or something, but you don't have to press it. And I remember that also took me some more time to figure out, so I was surprised when I figured it out that fast, or just tried something randomly. And sometimes that's great in life, when things you try out just randomly when they work really well. So yeah, that was easily fixed. Oh no, how could this happen? We as a character have absolutely no idea. You know, I always thought our character is so sweet and light and kind, really a hero. But now, as a 29-year-old, as a person who has learned more about the dark and embraced my own darkness, doesn't mean that I want to be like that. Embracing your own darkness, that is just like acknowledging it, learning how to understand it, doesn't mean that you will become some evil kind of bitch. You just acknowledge it as it is and you understand it more and more. And sometimes to be a little bit dark is fine, like, or things that feel a little bit dark, like really showing your boundaries strongly. That may feel cruel at first when you say no to others, or when you're like, no, I really think differently about this, and it sounds a little harsh. Sometimes that's better because, and it depends on the situation of course, but it's also clarity for others, and it's a kindness to yourself to stand up for your boundaries, to not let yourself be abused. So, but our character, she does morally grey things. Like that with the cement, that's, and maybe, yeah, if she really is a 16-year-old girl, teenagers don't see the consequences so well yet. So maybe that's also it. Finally the hole got actually fixed, by the way. But actually later when you change, when you start seeing things differently, then you also see more as late 20-year-old. You see the darkness in others a little bit more. How somebody that seemed kind and nice, how does somebody actually wasn't all that nice. But then you also learn to understand that not everyone is perfect, and that sometimes in life you need to do things that are a little bit morally grey to be able to survive, because Earth, it may seem fancy, but it's not a fancy place. It's always survival, whether that is mentally, emotionally, energetically, or physically, before thrival. So then you also learn to understand, okay, sometimes it may be necessary to do something a little bit morally grey, or that you have to work for a company for a while that you don't really stand for, just to be able to make it. Like, yeah, you see the darkness more in others, but you also cultivate more understanding. Not everyone though. I see some people when I'm like, honestly, you're mentally emotionally still a teenager and showing the exact same behaviors. But well, I don't know their whole journey and everything, so I won't judge too much. But yeah, some people really don't change. Wow, this has turned into a whole life lesson thing. That wasn't my intention, but well, that's just how it goes. That's the flow and thing. Yeah, well, that's what I add to my videos too. A little bit of Ayurveda, a little bit touch of spirituality, but also just life experience, knowledge. I love spirituality, but I'm also like to be practical and down to earth and authentic and a bit raw and passionate. Aries woman, of course, never subtle. Aries are never subtle, not at all. So, oh, this one had so many day blockers as well. But we're almost wrapping up. Okay, yeah. So I get to say the thing again, because this almost ends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good night, day, morning, evening, afternoon, and they got together. So that is nice. A few more seconds. See you guys in the next one. Bye.